Welcome to the Motivated Money channel. We create videos that motivate you to make money online working from home. And when you subscribe right now, I'll send you a notification and an update whenever we create new videos so you don't miss anything. If you watch through the end of the video, I'll give you a bonus that'll allow you to make full-time passive income online. Let's get you motivated. Here we go.
Focus on what you want, and you'll get more of it. Focus on what you fear, and you'll get more of that. Bottom line is, almost everybody in life focuses on what they fear, and that's why they get more of what they don't want. Oh yeah, but what if this happens? What if that happens? If you keep asking, what if this happens? What if that happens? I guarantee you're going to crash. It's only a matter of time. Instead, you got to say, well, what if this happens? What I want. What will happen when I make this happen? What I want. And the more you focus on that, the more of an experience you'll have. What it is that you want in your life, and you'll get it right away. Now, here's the problem. You got to still hang on to your F. What is it? Faith. You know what faith is? Faith is understanding the seasons of life. Life comes in seasons, doesn't it? It's not always the same, but it's still predictable as a whole. How many of you are surprised when winter comes? Can I see a show of hands? No, you wouldn't be surprised. You wouldn't be surprised when winter comes. And are there emotional winters, yes or no? You better believe there are. Are there times when you try to communicate well, it doesn't work? Are there times in the office where it feels a little frigid, a little cold? That's not just the air conditioning. What happens during a winter? You break out a fire, you warm each other up. See, some people freeze to death in the winter, other people ski. The meaning of winter is whatever you do with it. Isn't that true? There's nothing wrong with winter. What if it was always summer? Oh, that'd be great. Oh yeah, more than summer. Plus probably get burned. Now, some people get burned in the summer, some people get tan, some people swim, some people go on vacation. Springtime's a great time too. You get to plant. Fall, you get to read. You know what happens to some people in life? What some people do is they say, okay, I'm doing what you said, Robinson, I'm turning my focus, but it's not working. You're still in lag time. God's delays are not God's denials. God's delays are not God's denials. You're in lag time. It'll catch up. Hey, look, you think it's fall, we're still in winter. Or you think it's fall and you're in spring, or you've made it to summer, but we're not to fall yet. Don't be so darn impatient. Take on a new prayer. Lord, give me patience and give it to me right now. Be equally intelligent. It's like some people think, okay, I know what I want. I want this seed to be a plant. And they stick it in the soil. And they come back the next day and they go, where's my plant? And the soil goes, are you new? That's not how it works. You plant it here, okay? You come back every day and take care of it, right? You make it through the whole spring. Then during summer when it's hot, you got to really, really take care of it because it gets even worse during that time. And you make it through all those seasons. In the fall, maybe, more than likely, not always, but most of the time, you will have a plant here. That's how it works. That's not fair. That's the life is how it is, not how you think it should be. If you come back each day, the plant will see you come and start laughing. Look at this guy. What's the matter with you? Why don't I have it yet? Lag time, that's why. Don't make yourself wrong because you're doing the right things and you don't see the results yet. It takes time. Most people completely overestimate what can be done in a year and underestimate what can be done in a decade. I can tell you my own career, my own life, my business life. I gave my heart and soul every day, 276 seminars a year. From morning, noon, and night, giving my all. Anybody knows me will tell you, all my all, every day, no matter what. And you know what? I was broke. I was frustrated outside in terms of the business. Nothing was working. And I kept, asking myself a great question, like, why am I screwing this up so much? It wasn't me screwing up. It's lag time. How to make distinctions, how to build something takes time. But then the other day, I got a little reality check, which we're going to teach you today. My reality check is I'm flying up to Los Angeles to do my seminar up there in my helicopter, my jet helicopter. It's a tough life, but somebody has to live it. So I don't have to drive for 3 hours. I jump in my helicopter. I'm there in 35 minutes. And plus, I go down and dive down by the dolphins in the water, listen back up and play. It's like having your own roller coaster. And I'm flying over this area where I used to work, Glendale, California. I worked there as a janitor. I drove my 1960 Volkswagen that literally broke down the freeway one day because the wheel fell off. I worked in the middle of the night so I could still go to school. and I got paid $5 an hour, but as a janitor, they figured out how many hours it should take, so I did half the time, did a better job. I learned if you give more value, you get time. I think for people know. All of a sudden, I flew over the bank, and I stopped. You see a helicopter, you can stop. Like an elevator, just boom, right there. And I just hovered above where I used to work. And I thought that was 12 years ago. Wow. I never, for 4 or 5 years after that, I never thought I could ever have what I wanted. And see, the world moves for those who just never give up. The world will move for those who persist forever and who change their approach. They're flexible in how they do it. They don't just do the same thing over and over again. The world will move for someone who has faith. The world moves for somebody who has trust and then acts on that trust. That's what the world moves for. And someday you get to look down and go, God, I was there one time. That's pretty exciting. That's pretty good times. See, just because you didn't get it when you wanted, you may have overestimated in the short term and underestimated your long-term power and potential. Something you might want to know.
So decide that you're going to take some time to work on you, that you deserve that from yourself, that your life deserves some prime time, because you are creating your own production. As Michael Todd would say, you are the star of your show. You are the director. You're writing the script. And you will determine whether your life is a smash office hit or flop. You determine that. Working on yourself, talking to yourself. That's so very important. Overcoming the negative conversation, that inner dialogue that's going on all the time, even when you don't want it to be there. You can't stop yourself right now from thinking. You can't do it. It's going on. And so learning how to empower yourself, part of doing that is standing up to yourself. You've got to stand up inside yourself sometimes and say, shut up. You've got to do this. I was going to give a presentation, and this voice inside of me saying, you can't do this. You don't have everything it takes. I shut up. Yeah, I'm behind on my bills, and you're telling me what I can't do. I have got to do it. You'll get scared sometimes. Your mind will go blank on you. Some people you will allow to unnerve you, and you wonder, what's wrong with me? I'm not crazy. That's why you've got to learn to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to stand up inside yourself. Working on yourself, watching that inner dialogue, it will determine the quality of your life. I don't believe this. I know this. I've had a challenge of losing weight. I'm walking through the airport, this voice say, why don't you have some M&M peanuts? No! Well, just one. Then after you eat that, you might as well have a Snicker now, you sucker. I mean, it's challenging. My mother fixed the kind of sweet potato pie you can't eat with your shoes on. Have to take your shoes off so you can wiggle your toes. It sticks on my fingers. It says, eat it. One little bite won't hurt. That voice, constantly. Little demons from Colonel Sanders driving my car in there. I had to say, no. I'll diet tomorrow. I saw a skinny man get hit by a truck. Had he had a little bit more weight, he might have lived, you know. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Raise your hand if you know that. That voice is awesome. So you have got to stand up to that voice. When you're working on something you want to achieve, you have got to stand up to that voice. You've got to sell yourself every day on your abilities, on what you're doing, on the goal that you want to reach. You've got to sell yourself every day, according to your level of belief. It will manifest itself in what you're doing. Whatever we have right now, whatever we're demonstrating in our lives, is a result of what we believe subconsciously that we deserve. And part of increasing that belief level is that you have got to convince yourself every day You've got to sell yourself. I do a lot of training for many corporations, and I conduct sales seminars, and I've heard all kind of guys doing techniques and training people techniques of how to close sales and how to work with and begin to control the sale and how to ask for the close. Let me share something with you. You can learn all the techniques in the world. If you don't believe in yourself, it won't happen for you. I learned all of it. So that's why I do a training called Focus on the Seller. You've got to focus on you. And as you convince you, as you sell yourself every day, you will begin to see a difference in the things that you're doing. Selling yourself on your ability to perform a job, to achieve a certain objective. Telling yourself every day, here I go again, and I got what it takes. This is my day, and nothing out here is going to stop me.
That was an awesome speech, you've got to admit. Now, as I promised, I'll share with you how you can earn a full-time income online. I want to share it with you because anybody can do this. It wasn't even that long ago when I was just like you. I was out there trying to find the best secret to making money online. You're not alone. I've seen a lot of people do it. Even me. I struggled for a very long time before I started making real money online. In a moment, I'll show you a way to make passive income online so you don't struggle as much as I did. As a matter of fact, let me share my story with you. When I got laid off from my office job, I had a college degree, but that didn't help. COVID hit, and the company had to shut down. With nowhere to go and no money for rent, I had to move into my parents' basement. With no money to pay a handyman, I had to do all the repair work myself. I never gave up. I said to myself, when one door closes, another opens. I just had to find the right one. And find it I did. That's what I'll share with you today. I struggled for a very long time trying to figure out how this whole thing works. And it wasn't until I plugged in with the right people who showed me exactly how to make a full-time income online. Yeah, with the right training and correct mentoring, my life changed. So today, I want to help you get connected with the right people. Maybe your life will change too. So I want to tell you about somebody who I met online. I took their course and went through their program. This changed the way I think about money, about business, about my career, about my future. His name is David Sharp. He put together a powerful video. It's about 15 minutes long. When you click the link in my description, you're going to go over to their website, and you're going to hear all about who he is, what he has to offer, and what he does. And by the way, he is going to make an offer, and if you buy through my link in the description below, I'm going to earn a commission. Just listen to some of what Dave has to say.
Hey, my friend, as I was driving into the office this morning, I was thinking about and thinking back to my experience building successful and also struggling businesses online over the course of the past 10 years. And as I was driving and I was walking into the office, my main intention for today was I wanted to come in and I wanted to make you a video for anybody who's struggling to understand how to build a profitable business online. And I want to show you how I actually developed a high-ticket business that has paid me very handsomely over the years to the tunes of millions of dollars. And I want to show you how I started it with no prior knowledge or experience. But the first thing that we have to do before we get into any of that is we actually have to look at some of the different business models out there online. And we have to assess why they may work or why they may not be working for you right now. Look, if you're anything like me, then you probably have tried all of them. If businesses are like a multiple choice question, you probably chose all of the above if you're anything like me. And that's totally okay. There may be people in your life who sort of put you down for that or who don't really support you because you do that, but I get it. I understand it. You want to be successful. You believe that you deserve more. And what I want to do inside of this video is help you actually understand why what you've been doing up until this point may not be working for you. So first and foremost, I want to categorize most business models into two different categories, okay? The first category is going to be low to no profit business models. And the second category is actually business models that require significant skills, okay? So let's go over here and let's start with low to no profit business models. Now, the truth is that even though e-commerce and Amazon and Shopify and all of these business models that are under the e-com umbrella have had a lot of buzz and a lot of excitement around them, and people view them as they're going to be easy and they can kind of hide behind their computer, and all of that might be true, but the truth of the matter is that the majority of e-com products and business models have a low to no profit margin, meaning that you're not even going to be able to generate enough revenue to pay for your ad spend, let alone take a withdrawal out of your business, let alone pay for any of your overhead or any of the other things that it actually takes to run a real business. Now, let's talk about MLM. Sure, it's exciting, the idea or the thought of getting three who get three who get three, and eventually you're going to be rich. But the truth of the matter is that it's difficult to go out and recruit people. It's difficult to do home and hotel meetings. It's even difficult to go live every day and try to keep the excitement in your business and then deal with the attrition and the people quitting and people calling your business a pyramid scheme and all of these other issues that MLMers deal with on a daily basis. Not to mention the fact that it is a low to no profit business model, okay? Last but not least, in this particular category is 90% of affiliate marketing. 90% of affiliate marketing, you're generating a product sale that's a very low commission, and you're not even getting to earn off of the lifetime of that customer. So you're sending the product owner a sale, they pay you a low commission, they keep all of the other profit from any other sale that comes from that particular customer, and it is a lose-lose situation for you, the affiliate. Now, let's talk about other business models, particularly consulting, coaching, and agency work. These are all business models that are completely legitimate and even exciting, especially if you've done some of these other business models in the past and you say, hey, look, I want to get started with something to where I can, help people. I can use my wisdom or my knowledge or my experience or even leverage the experience of somebody else, and I can essentially be the broker of that knowledge. Well, here's the truth of the matter, is that as you get into coaching and consulting, for an example, it requires actual real-life experience. It requires real-life expertise. And if you're going to be doing agency work, meaning that maybe you're going to be doing social media management or lead generation or something like that, not only do you need to know how to close these sales, but most importantly, you need to know how to deliver these services on the back end so your clients don't quit each and every month and it just becomes a giant revolving door. Now, I want to talk about, after all of my time and experience inside of this online marketing space, literally generating hundreds of millions of dollars in sales of my own products, there's one business model that stood the test of time, that not only advanced marketers and entrepreneurs have been successful with, but also intermediate and newbies, complete newbies who have never made any money online before. And would you like to know what it is? I bet you would. Here it is. Brace yourself. It's selling high-ticket products and services that are valuable, that actually help people, right? Now that's the key, is they gotta be valuable and they gotta actually help people, okay? Now, in order to understand this and how this works, let's just look at some basic math, which is what a lot of people fail to do before they actually start their business, which is ask themselves, on paper, is what I'm doing actually going to result in profits, okay? Now, with all of my experience of working with tens of thousands of people all over the world, there seems to be a common theme that $10,000 a month, which is just a bit over 6 figures a year, is a very common goal that people have. So let's use that as an example. And let's take, for example, $10,000 a month, or $10,000 income goal. I'm selling a product that goes for $20 or that pays a $20 commission. I have to make 500 sales in order to hit that goal. Now let me tell you something. Making 500 sales of anything is almost as impossible as winning the lotto. Now I'm not saying that it can't be done, but it's a struggle even for the most expert marketers to accomplish. Now, let's look at something that's a little bit different. We've got a $10,000 a month income goal. We've got a product that generates or nets a $1,000 commission. That's going to require us to make 10 sales per month. Now, again, when we look at the math, oftentimes we don't really consider this before we start a business because most entrepreneurs make business decisions based on emotion, right? But when we look at this logically, it makes a lot of sense. Now, I want to take this a step further. What if we have a product to where we earn a $2,000 commission, or it goes for $2,000? Or what about $5,000? Now, all of a sudden, we have to make 5 sales, and in the case of $5,000 product price or commission, we have to make 2 sales. If this interests you and you'd like to learn how to actually start and grow a business that is going to not only fulfill you, right, but is also going to serve people and actually help them, then I want you to click the link above or below this video, and I want to show you how I can help you develop a business plan to be able to do this, provide you with all of the scripts, all of the templates, and even provide personal help and guidance to help you get it set up and help you get it going. My friend, you deserve success, and I want to do everything in my power to help you achieve it. Click that link, and I'll see you over on the other side.